Hey guys, you know what? I am so excited about this today's special, as I am every single year. I have been absolutely blessed and quite frankly honored to be able to launch this now going on my 17th year. Mike Mezak's going to be joining me and I'll explain who he is in just a moment. But this is always so exciting because this is by far, of all the coins we sell and all the shows I'm blessed to do over the years, this is always the most exciting one. And I just live in anticipation like you do for this big launch. You are looking at the #1 biggest collectible bullion in the world. It is right here. You're looking at a coin that is so coveted that it has sold out every single launch every year we've offered it. And tonight, the story is absolutely out of this world. Like, it's crazy what is right now happening surrounding this specific coin. Not all the other coins, but this one specifically, and it's a big, big story. Again, Mike will share it in just a moment. So what's the scoop if you're new? This is the most current. It will be released in a couple of days, and this is the American Silver Eagle. It has been offered since out into the public, out into the world for many, many years, and always it is our biggest deal the entire year. Why? Because not only are you getting a very, very rare coin, a highly collectible coin, a coin that's got a great pedigree, a coin that actually had a crazy story last year that actually still is influencing what's happening this year with it, but this is the only day we do this. We give you, along with the coin, a certificate that you will be able to grade 4 of your own coins. Have you gotten some from me? Like my grandpa, he left us coins. What are they worth? Have you found a coin? Did you inherit a coin? Has someone given you a coin? Maybe you found a coin somewhere in an old antique and you're like, I really like to know its value. This is a $75 value alone. Then you add the wooden box. The display box is beautiful. They're always a customer pick. And then of course you get the most significant coin that has ever launched in any year tonight. And here's your first chance to get it. One other quick note, we usually bring in between about 16 to 17, maybe 18,000 coins. We could not get that many. We have a little over 12,000 for the entire day. And that sounds like a lot, but it absolutely is not. One other side note, which is really interesting, you guys have been online already shopping. I get it, my producer Allison, she got hers already. If you want the ICG version, this is the other grading company. This one is our ANACS, this is ICG. We've already sold several of these. You also get a grading certificate with it. If you wanna pick it up, grab it now. I only have, look at that limited edition, there are over 3,000, just a little over 3,000 in the ICG if you are choosing that. Thanks guys, we're gonna put the info up because a ton of people love collecting ICG. Most people get both of these. I just wanna make sure you understand I only have 3,000 for the whole day, and yes, you do get the grading certificate to go along with the ICG as well. All right, I love working with Mike. I tease him all the time, but he is truly one of the world's leading coin experts. I mean, he has connections that we could only imagine when it comes to the coin world, and he's been doing it since he was a young boy, and here at HSN for many more years even than me. So Mike, welcome back. You know I look forward to you and I getting together every year tonight because it's always so much fun.
Yeah, we've been doing this, T. We've been kicking this off for what, over a decade now, easily, you and I. Yeah. I've been doing this for almost a quarter of a century now, with the first year of issue of the new coin. And I think you brought up several salient points. The limited edition this year, I think, is our most limited edition ever. If not, it's close. And it's not because we didn't think we could sell 16 or 18 or 20,000. If you remember, we had 16 or 18,000 last year, I believe, that sold out by noon, something like that. It's the fact that we can't get the coins, and that's the story this year. That's the problem. That's the issue. Everybody's heard about these supply chain things that are out there. Well, they're very real, and they're very exacerbated in the coin business, and it's multiple levels. First of all, the mint cannot get enough silver. They have already delayed the release of this coin for 3 or 4 days. They have delayed the release of the proof coin indefinitely. They have delayed the release of the burnished coin indefinitely. This will be the only Silver Eagle that's going to be released anytime soon by the United States Mint. It's the first full year of production of the brand new Type 2 Eagle in Flight coin. It is all of those things. They can't get enough silver to do this because of course, the COVID pandemic you and I were talking about earlier. earlier, they have already reduced production by that, and I'm anticipating within a week or 2 weeks, because it's a federal facility, the complete and total shutdown of the United States Mint facility, particularly at West Point, and I don't know if they're going to shut them all down. So that's what the problem becomes. The problem becomes is there's never going to be enough coins for demand. There's never going to be enough coins for demand. And like I said, Suzanne, you and I were talking earlier. And what really ultimately happens is the United States government releases these coins in tranches, okay? First allocation, second allocation, third allocation. As best I can tell, the first 5 allocations from the United States government are completely and totally sold out. So what we're talking about is that everything that the Mint has said they're going to produce, is already sold out until maybe February or even March. Right. What that has created is this situation in the marketplace where the premiums, you have to understand, the government does not sell these directly to the United States public, Mint, State, American, Silver Eagles. They're only sold through a system of authorized distributors. Okay, that's the only way you can get them. And so when they do that and they say they're going to be able to do this, these people have already committed to 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 weeks. At the end of the year, the United States government only started shipping every other week. We could be sold out until February or March. The government will never catch up to demand for the American Silver Eagle this year.
And Mike, I want to interrupt you. I want to interrupt you really quickly because they're sold out of everything they've said they're going to make to people like Mike. Okay, there's, like he said, there's only a handful of distributors, so to speak, who can get a hold of these coins. And people like Mike and his company and other ones have literally picked up everything the government has said they're gonna make so far. Will they make more? Well, we hope so. But I've got to tell you, one of the craziest things going into this year, and honestly, Mike and I thought, Mike, this will be over with by the time we get into 2022, for gosh sakes. No, all of the domino effect of what's happened in 20, in 21, in 22, going into 22, is still continuing to happen because of the unsettledness of what's going on. And remember, the Mint is a federal agency, and so they have to go along with what the federal government needs them to do. So that's why it is imperative, not even like, oh, you know, maybe next week. It's absolutely imperative that you get it today. And I want to slip in with one side note. This certificate, it's worth its weight in gold. Pardon the pun, but it really is. The problem is, let's say, it's not going to happen, but let's say I have 2 of these coins left. At the end of the day, we hit midnight, boom, we launch a new Today's Special on January 1st, or I guess, yeah, on the 1st. Okay, this is taken out of the deal. The grading certificate is literally only for today. A lot of times we'll do a Today's Special. We'll give you a handbag and a little matching purse to go with it. And, oh, by the way, if you buy it the next day, you'll spend more, but you still get both pieces. This is absolutely not that. When this day ends, this is actually taking out of the package. You'll still spend the exact same, well, actually the price goes up to $149.95, and you will not get the grading certificate. I love to explain that because it's highly unusual for a Today's Special to remove part of it. But that's what makes this deal so exciting, is not only are you getting the most coveted coin you can collect in the world, you're not only guaranteed to get it, which you gotta be careful with that, but you're also getting this. The grading certificate is good while you buy it right now. Obviously, we are wildly busy. I would highly recommend, if you can go to hsn.com, please. That is the easiest way. It's a couple of clicks and you're done. And we know, because we can see how fast that counter's going, people are getting 2, 3, 4. We have dealers who buy this deal to get the coin, but because the grading certificate is such a great value, they use that to grade a whole bunch of coins that they have, because no one offers an offer like this. Now, I gotta give you an update really quickly on the, and Mike, we need to talk about this, the IGC. The IGC is available, which is great. It's another grading company. I started out, and you'll see, ICG, I'm sorry. ICG is another grading company. There it is. You can see the limited edition. First day of issue, it is a perfect coin, just like our Today's Special. If you're collecting them, if you want to collect this, and it's the ICG, it's rapidly disappearing, okay? I just want you to know, because a lot of people, you get both. A lot of you collect only look at me, ANACS, or you get the ICG. I am saying it right? ICG, yeah, I got it right.
Yeah, ICG,
But a lot of you collect it. Well, I think I got it. But anyway, I want to let you know, this is neck and neck with our today's special. So don't miss out, because I have a lot fewer of these, obviously, than we do of our main feature. And Mike, people do collect both, don't they?
Yeah, and everybody collects both. There's 4 major grading companies. There's only 4 grading companies that are recognized in the world, not just the United States. It's PCGS, NGC, ANACS, and ICG. That's it. It's those 4. Those are the only ones, those 4. And so when we do this, and I think I want to go back and talk about the grading certificate again. Nobody else does that. You can't buy an NGC coin, you can't buy a PCGS coin and get a grading certificate good for 4 coins. That's a tremendous value. I also do not want to overlook the red oak presentation box. You and I were talking about that as well. At the end of the day, the price of that little red oak presentation box, because of these supply chain issues, has basically tripled in the last 2 or 3 years. And I got this thing today that said the value of the grading certificates and the red oak presentation box is $101.90, I think. So what it amounts to is, if you fully value the bonuses, as you should, because that's what it costs to grade a coin. I mean, that's just what it costs to grade a coin at ANACS. You're basically getting a Mint State 70 first day of issue Flag Core American 2022 Silver Eagle for the melt value of the silver. The other thing that you and I have talked about pretty dramatically with this is the absolute increase of everything in the coin market, the increase in the price of silver, the increase in the price of grading, the increase in the demand, the fact that there's not enough coins. And as I was saying earlier, that the United States Mint does not sell these directly to the United States public. You said there's a limited number of collectors or distributors that get those. There's 12. They're called APs, authorized purchasers. 1, 2.
There's 12 in the world, and really, you guys, in essence, corner the market. So what's happened, I think, is so fascinating is you guys have said, look, we'll take everything you're going to make right now. What you are going to release, we're taking it all. So basically, this coin is sold out. Okay, guys, and you can't just go to the bank and buy it. That's the other reason. Right now, I mean, we're at almost 700, 800. It's clicking because you can't go to the bank. You know, how crazy would it be to try to go to some weird dealer or go on the internet? My God, please be careful on the internet. There are so many people who take this time of year and take advantage of it. You understand, when you're getting it from us, there's not a dealer in the world, if you turn this and returned it in 30 days, they're gonna give you a full money back guarantee. That's not how dealers work, but we do. You must make sure you buy it from a reliable source. There's nobody more reliable than us here at HSN and Mike. He's been doing it for years and years and years. And if he wasn't reliable, we obviously wouldn't work with him. And I've got to tell you, there's nothing more exciting than this night. There's nothing more exciting than getting this coining added to your collection. We've got other items coming up. We have the gold releases still in store. We've got a really cool item coming at the end, but nothing matches this offer. And it's literally for a single day all year long. It is the only today's special where you get that grading certificate, you get that value, you get the most collectible coin in the world, and you're getting it in perfect condition, and it's first day of issue, and it's a limited edition. Everything about this screams rarity. Mike, I want to turn it over because I want you to talk about this, because it is truly, finally, for the first time after last year's craziness, it's the first time that you are getting a full year of production with the new design. Can you tell people what that is in case they're not familiar?
Yeah, we have the first full year of design of the brand new Type 2 American Silver Eagle. It's going to be historic in many respects. Now, what we had hoped is, given the incredible shortages of last year's coins, there's the old design and here's the new design. They made it for about a half a year last year, the new design, half a year for the old design. We assumed this year that they would ramp up production pretty substantially. And in that ramp up of production, we would finally be able to catch up. And the premiums, remember I was talking about the authorized purchasers, the premiums that they charge would go down. But what has happened is the exact opposite. We have found, because of the shortages of silver, because of the Mint's production capabilities being reduced because of the pandemic, we found that those premiums are at an all-time high, that the authorized purchasers are charging so far beyond 200%, 300% more than they've ever charged before in what is called the premium. Now, that is for every coin. And then the other thing that you touched on that is really critically important that I want to touch base with is the Mint State 70. So you understand the United States Mint makes these coins. You have to understand that these are what are they considered to be bullion coins. They do not take a lot of care with these coins, in all honesty. They are put together. They are put in tubes like this that I have right here. They're filled up, and you can kind of hear that the the coins kind of jump around in there just a little bit, and so on and so forth. So what happens is they're not, handled with kid gloves. And so because of that, there's a very small quantity of these coins that will be mint state 70 perfect. Now, what does that mean? It means that in coin collecting, as in any collecting, the single most important determining factor of value is what? It's condition. The higher the grade, the more it's worth. And in coin collecting, mint state 70 is the perfect grade. There's no mint state 100 or 71 or 70.1. 70 is perfect. And what difference does that make? Well, if we go to, for instance, this first full year of issue. So the first full year of issue of the Type 1, that old design was 1986. That was the first full year of issue.
Just to clarify, that's when they launched the whole program, the American Silver Eagle. The whole program is 1986.
And mint state 69, one grade below this, then that coin is going to be about, I don't know, I could probably sell it to you for about $124.95, $149.95.
Okay.
But in mint state 70, all of a sudden that coin's more like $800 or $1,000 or $1,200.
Wow.
What is the difference? Nothing but grade. And that's what you have here. You have to understand, of the coins that the United States government makes, only a fraction and a tiny fraction of them end up being certified mint state 70. That's by all of the grading companies. Now in Annex, first day of issue, which you cannot get any place but right here at HSN, there's only 12,375 out of all the coins that they're going to make. Out of 150 million collectors, there are 12,375. And if I missed my guess, we're probably down to about 11,000 with everybody on the phone, probably about 10,500. Yep. As you can see, the counter, which is actually lags what we're actually doing out there, the counter right now just rolling over 1,000 just in the initial, 10 or 12 minutes of our presentation. The chances of this lasting all day, I think, are going to be relatively slim. Now is the time to do this, because I don't even know when I can get more coins. We had scheduled that we were going to sell 16,000, 17,000, 18,000 coins. Since you have over $100 in bonuses with this coin as well, $100 in bonuses with this coin, with this, that we would sell 16, 18, maybe even 20,000, 12,000 was it. And that's calling in every favor I had from basically 3.5 APs. Every single allocation that I could get my hands on, every single allocation I could get my hands on is going to result in about 12,000 coins. Now, people are saying, so you can only buy 12,375 coins? No.
Wait, you have to go, ha-ha, no.
Yeah, we have to commit to over 50,000 coins.
Wait, how many?
We had to commit to over 50,000 coins to ensure 12,375.
Wow.
And that 50,000 might not be enough. So what we did is we have another 25,000 that we had to, in essence, pay an option on, okay, to be able to get that at all. And so that's the incredible part.
Wait, because you got to understand. Wait, Mike, let me explain something too. Because you have to understand, he doesn't have the coins yet, but he always gets them. Not a problem there. But he doesn't know what percentage is going to grade to 70. But he still wants to guarantee that everybody who's shopping with us is going to get it. So he's got to overbuy, in essence, to make sure, knowing historically, because he's done this for so many years. You want to talk about nerding out on charts and graphs and graphics, my God. They've got, it's the craziest, most statistical thing you've ever seen in the whole coin world is what Mike does. So he knows what to expect after years of experience. But that's how exciting this is, you guys. That is truly how crazy rare this is. You can buy with confidence. The cost of silver is always, going wherever it's gonna go. Right now it's climbing, which is always good. Why not buy money if you're gonna buy a collectible? Because it's good to have. I've become quite a collector because of this show, and quite frankly, because of Mike and the offers that he can do. Also, my producer, Allison, she said, Suze, she bought hers earlier. She bought it before she went on the air. She said, I'm not gonna wait. She knows exactly what happens every year, but she buys it for her dad as a gift every single year. And I thought that was really neat. He was very interested in it, and she's been buying it for now 10 years for him, and she buys it tonight. That's when you buy it, and then she gives it to him for a gift. And I think that's a really great idea as well, because we've got 5 flex pays. I wanna explain that. You can spread your payments out over 5 months. If you have a major credit card, you can use it. You don't have to be, you know, an exclusive member. Everybody can use that if you have a major credit card. Also, if you can, please go to hsn.com. I'm telling you, it's 2 little clicks and you've got yours ordered, and then you sit back and you listen to Mike and you learn about it, or you don't have to worry about it for the rest of the day. You're done. If you're gonna be watching football, I'm gonna be doing that tomorrow, or today, I guess later today, you get this order tonight and then you don't worry about it. And then it arrives directly to your home. You've got it secured. You've got it right now. First year of production. This is a very small addition for us, even here at HSN. Normally it's between 16 and about 19,000 units. I was very surprised about that because I have done this for many years. Also, make sure that when you get this, you know you're buying it from a qualified dealer, and certainly this is your place to do it. Because Mike, right now in the new year, you always see all these crazy ads, and good God knows what happens on the internet for people talking about this very coin, but you've got to be sure you've got a great dealer you're buying it from.
Well, and that's the issue. Look, if you want to go out there on the internet, I mean, you know, you want to be, it's the Wild West out there. You want to be a coin cowboy, that's your business. I do it so you don't have to. I cannot tell you how many times I haven't had coin shipped. I mean, I'm still fighting with some payment systems over Silver Eagles that I bought 2 years ago, that they're not going to deliver, that you're not going to get. Particularly, and I want to go back to this, to the shortages that I see happening, not just for this, particularly for first day of issue. First day of issue is already, in essence, limited by the fact that the United States government is issuing an allocation that's about 1/3 of what they could have sold, or 1/4 or 1/5. It's 10%, 15%, 25% of what they could have sold. So instead, what you're going to have, we're already in many people, coins that they're buying are going to be second allocation, third allocation, fourth allocations will not qualify for the first day of issue that you have right here. So you've got a coin that's going to be in shortage, high demand, short supply all year long. You've got it in first day of issue. You've got it certified absolutely, positively perfect. And Annex first day of issue is exclusive to us here at HSN. So you cannot buy this coin anyplace else. So everybody that buys this coin is going to, the lowest price you can pay is $124.95. If you wait after the TS, so basically tomorrow, you're about $149.95.
And
so
you
that's
lose
a
the grading certificate.
$25 savings right there.
Well, and you lose the grading
You're still going
certificate.
to get, and if you buy it today, remember you get the grading certificate and you get the Red Oak. The Red Oak presentation box now is a $30 value. We sell thousands of them for $29 or $27.95.
Right. And it's a customer pick by itself.
It's ridiculous to try to get these things anymore. The Red Oak presentation box is insanely difficult to get. We have the
but tell them, like you told me, you had to have these flown in. You had to have them flown in.
Flown in. We couldn't even put them on a boat. We had to air freight those in to make sure that we had them to be able to get these. And we ordered them months and months and months and months ago. Our lowest edition in our first day of issue in a decade at least, maybe ever. I don't have.
You know what? I think honestly, I would love you to look it up, Mike, if you can go back to all your research, because I think this is the lowest amount we've ever had. I just can't remember having a lower amount than this. We might have, but gosh, I can't remember. Hey, by the way, guys,
I don't recall it, and like I said,
either.
I probably should have done that research for sure. But like I said, I'm just trying to use my memory banks, which used to be better when I started here 20 plus years ago.
Right. Hey guys, I do want to give an update. If you're picking up the ICG, this is another grading company. There's only 4 of them in the world. By the way, almost 200 of these have been sold. It is available, but see, you'll see, here's the edition, and you're guaranteed your number in the edition here is 12,000. That is exclusive to HSN. You can't get this anywhere else. Here with ICG, you can see the edition's a little over 3,000. So we're under 3,000 in the launch. And this is also exclusive?
Yes, 100% exclusive to HSN.
And you get the grading certificate, but again, this is
the
what's
ICG grading certificate.
Yes, you'll get the ICG version of this with the 4 coins. But this is what's so amazing, is at the end of the day, even if I have a few coins left, which I know I won't, but let's say we do, this is removed from the deal, and you spend $149 tomorrow. You want to make sure you get this. In fact, last year I got 2 sets of these. I was like, so I have 8 coins that get to be graded. I mean, that's really exciting. And my grandpa was a coin collector. My dad dad collected coins, and so we do have some of those coins floating around, and you're like, gosh, what are they worth? What's the story behind them? They might not be worth hardly anything, but it's cool to get it back in its little case like this, and it's all marked. It's kind of your exclusive. So it's really cool to get this. And like I said, we have so many dealers who watch tonight. They definitely want to get the coin, right? They surely want that. But it's even less expensive for them to get our today's special because they're getting multiples and getting multiples of the coin grades to go with it. So they always stock up when we launch this today. And now we're what, at 1,300, almost 1,400. We have hundreds and hundreds of you who are on the phone. You're on hsn.com. This is your moment to get it because the day will be busy tomorrow. You might have company. You might be having a party tomorrow night. You might be watching football like I'm going to do a good part of the day. Don't go to bed without having this reserved because by the time you remember it, the day might be over or it might be too late and it's sold out by the end of the day or whenever it's going to sell out today. But right now we can guarantee everything you're seeing here, and we're super, super excited about this. You know, Mike, it's so interesting. You and I were talking about this. We both thought, finally, you think by going into the new year, all the crazy stuff that happened in the Mint last year would be done. But it's actually not. It's still this very unique story.
It's getting worse. Here, I'm telling you right here, this is 25